Welcome back to the Hum Baby Baseball channel. Shohei Otani. We got now official, absolute, confirmed information on Otani's decision, and it looks like it is not the Toronto Blue Jays. If I was a Blue Jays fan, I would be absolutely furious at websites like Dodgers Nation, who said yesterday that he had signed with the Jays. What about all this airplane crap? He wasn't on no plane. He was chilling at home. That John Morosi tweet was completely wrong. He even put out an apology. Well, why'd you say it? Anyway, it's a done deal. He is going to the rival Los Angeles Dodgers. Brady Domina, Joe Boyd, Zach. Well, there goes another Farhan swing and a miss. Joe Boyd hate the Dodgers. Why the Giants always made the Dodgers better? Farhan's the worst vice president in baseball. We got Logan. You know what this means for me. I forgot. What was it again? Are you boycotting? Are you out? Are you done? Are you finished? Jesus Cristo, mi rey. Jesus Christ, my king, he's not worth 70 million. We haven't even talked about the details. We'll get into all that. The news is insane. Zach is here. We got Japanese G fan here. I thank you so much for being here. Okay. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you being here. Brady Domina. I don't see how non-Dodgers fans could like this. I don't see how non-Dodgers fans could like this. No. Thank you, Bruno. Oh, the chat is on fire. The chat is rocking, and we are here. I'm rolling down here. Son of a nerd. Okay. I don't want to say that word, but what a sellout, man. But absolutely crazy. Let's look at the details. This was the favorite the whole time, but yesterday was just a wild day with a bunch of lies and people just making stuff up, and it was just insane. But Shohei Otani is a Dodger. He's a Los Angeles freaking Dodger. So let's check out Jeff Passan. The deal. Okay, here, let's go scroll down a little bit. Shohei Otani just posted on Instagram that he's signing with the Los Angeles. This came from Otani himself. So Otani himself, I think we can trust his word. The deal is for $700 million Shohei will receive from the LA Dodgers, the largest guarantee in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, not 70, 700 million. This is more than halfway to $1 billion with a B. Holy shit. 700 million. What? Holy crap. 10-year, $700 million. Oh my gosh, the recovery. I think Varn is smart for not giving 700. Holy crap. The recovery 716. This is a super chat. Holy cow. I am shocked. I'm just learning this as you are. I said earlier, like, pay whatever it takes. There's always an asterisk on that. I mean, within some semblance of reason, within sort of reason, like, I didn't mean like make him a billionaire. I meant offer him, outbid any other team within reason. And I think 700 mil, you're a little bit past reason right there. Holy crap. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for that super chat. The recovery 716, awesome, awesome person, and a big supporter of the channel. And I hope we meet up at Oracle Park in 2024. Clarence, oh man, we got to do some Clarence talk. You're right, Clarence talk. Logan, again, what was it? I still don't remember. What was it? Are you going to boycott now? I think it's safe to say the only superstar hitter signing ever will be the one and only Barry Bonds. What the F people are pissed. But let's be honest, who's really pissed are Blue Jays fans, because yesterday, Dodgers Nation straight up said it. And whoever that is working for Dodgers Nation, I know he's got some clout, you know, JP or whatever. But I mean, did they delete that tweet? I don't even know because he tweets so much. I'm just curious if they deleted that tweet or what. But I mean, Blue Jays fans yesterday, if I was a Blue Jays fan, I would have thought that it was a done deal. I mean, there's so many people were saying it. So many reports were coming out. It's like, well, it's got to be something to this. Talking about the flight. Everyone's just making stuff up. Making stuff up. Trying to be first. It's an absolute joke. But the craziest thing about the Shohei Otani saga is could he be the first $500 million man? Could he be the first $600 million man? The first $700 million man is getting $70 million per season. Somehow it makes perfect sense. $70 million per season for 10 years. Ladies and gentlemen, what are the odds this works out? Well, what are the odds that, this actually, at the end of the day, we say this was a great signing for the Dodgers? They have to win World Series championships. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They have to win World Series championships. Probably more than one. Sell the team, William Henry. Hi, William. And the Dodgers cheated. They've only won a World Series twice since the 80s. Yeah, they won in 81, 88, 2020. 0%. This will be a great signing. Steve Hamilton. Oh, come on. Let's not say 0%. Let's be a little bit. I mean, I get it. You're probably a Dodgers fan, but let's just be a little bit realistic. Like, what are the odds you say that this will be a great contract? They're going to win a few World Series. And I mean, look, it's not going to be, there's no such thing as a perfect contract. You got to kind of overpay to get the guy. I'm sure he's already injured right now. He's not going to be able to pitch this coming season. I'm quite sure that he's going to have more injuries down the road. And I'm quite sure the last few years of the contract might be, is going to decline with age and stuff. But I'd say if he goes out there, wins an MVP or two, helps bring the Dodgers a World Series or two, you say okay. But holy cow, $700 million. And you know who's got to be freaking out? Mad Dog. What's his name? Chris. What the heck I forgot his last name. How did I forget his last name? Chris Mad Dog Russo. Chris Mad Dog Russo went off on the Otani possibility of someone paying him. I think it was $600 million he went off on. And it ends up being $700 million.
Well, what is this? The
him going off.
Well, what is this? The atomic bomb? We're not allowed to find out. This is baseball. He's a celebrity. This is what it's about. This is stupid.
But he was talking about, I think he was saying like 681 team that's going to pay $600 million or somewhere around there. It's got to be off their rocker. It's not $600 million.
The atomic bomb?
$700 million. Using an atomic bomb metaphor to discuss a Japanese player situation is not good. That didn't even. I didn't even think of that. That's not a very good metaphor. It didn't even register. But yeah, so we got Jonathan Hankey here, $700 million. Wow, this is like the Correa deal. It hurts right now, but this won't age well. He has 2 UCLs. Oh, I misread you. I thought you were saying that it would definitely work out well for Giants fans. Dodgers fans. I mean, it won't age well. I'm a Giants fan. My bad, Steve Hamilton. I apologize here. You're the man, Steve Hamilton. I totally misread that. Totally misunderstood. I thought you were saying 0% chance that it wouldn't work out and that it was going to be awesome for the Dodgers. Totally misunderstood that. Totally blew it. You are the freaking man.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're scum! We suck!
Yamamoto's getting $400 million for sure by the Mets. We are not getting anyone. What's up, son? What's up, Jason B? It's deferred for years. Otani's grandkids will be getting paid. Yeah, one of those deferred contracts, Bobby Bonilla style. Is this a Bobby Bonilla going to be getting paid? Like forever from now, 10 years, $700 million, double Aaron Judge's contract. Thank you, by the way, SF Sports fam, for messaging me on Twitter, letting me know about this. situation, this signing. We got this. There's Clarence.
No!
Clarence makes an appearance. Clarence makes an appearance. What's up, Tigers fans? Detroit. Thank you, Matthew Schmidt. I do appreciate everyone jumping in here. So here's the article over here on Sports Illustrated. Otani will sign with the Dodgers with his agent Nez Balelo saying the two-way star is getting a 10-year, $700 million contract. Otani posted to Instagram on Saturday saying he would play for his former team's crosstown rival starting next season after spending 6 seasons with the Angels. I pledge to always do what's best for the teams. I will always continue to give my all to be the best version of myself until the last day of my playing career. I want to continue to strive forward, not only for the Dodgers, but for the baseball world. Contract is the largest in baseball history. I want to say largest in baseball history. No for a pitcher, no for a two-way player, no, nothing like that. No asterisks. Straight up. Period. Not for a Japanese player, not for anything. Largest in baseball history by more than $250 million, topping the 12-year, $426.5 million that now former teammate Mike Trout signed in 19. Trout couldn't even hit 5. We always talk about who's going to get $500 million. This dude just flew right past $500 million. I guess the Dodgers were like, we're getting him no matter what. He's got a new tear in his UCL, second injury in 5 years. How old is Otani, by the way? Okay, he's not 26. He's not 27. He's 29. 29 years of age. He'll turn 30 during the season of the first season of his 10-year deal. I'm not trying to say. I'm just trying to say. I'm not trying to say like if the Giants had signed him, I'd say the same thing. I'm just saying if the Giants had made this deal, I would have been like, I'm going to promise you, I'd be excited. I'd be like, this is all we got, Otani. But I would also say, but $800 million, 10 years. Oh my goodness. That's scary. Dodgers are here to pay to cheat. Yamamoto is not coming here. Way too much. It's way too much. Bottom line, I mean, you got to overpay. I expected the Giants. I wanted to go for him. And if we had to pay 400, 500 mil, I was okay with that. $700 million. What's the entire Oakland A's payroll? I happened to find a tweet when I searched this. $700 million, what the Dodgers just agreed to pay Shohei Otani. Total Oakland A's payroll last 10 seasons, $667 million. Last 10 seasons, A's payroll, $667. Holy crap, dude. Oh my goodness. $700 million. The man is, I mean, there's taxes, obviously, but this dude is going to make billions over the course of a career. You count what he's already made with the Angels. It's not like he was making pennies, but now with this, oh my goodness, this guy, when you count, and that's not like you just get paid from baseball. You got side deals, you got freaking endorsements. So holy crap, man. This man is a billionaire. Screw Oron. We going to get Yamamoto. To that extent, the Giants and Warriors only develop their players. There's no TV deal out there for the Giants, not like LA. So disadvantaged Giants. We got Dave, Auburn Giants fan, still our biggest free agent super hitter we ever got. DFA Farhan. It's not too much, Eric. Most of the contract is apparently deferred, which means it's going to count for like 35 to 40 per payroll, allowing the Dodgers to sign. Well, I mean, yeah, they had to defer it. I guess time will tell if it's too much or not too much, but it's the amount of money when you're talking about it, they're going to be paying him for a long time. And when you're talking about $700 million, I guess, yes, if you keep your payroll open and keep that flexibility to continue to sign other players, it's great. But at the same time, if he has injury-riddled seasons, if he doesn't go out there and win more MVPs or at least put together big seasons as a two-way player, this could be I mean, we don't know. I like Otani. I'm not going to root for him in a Dodgers uniform, but I like Otani. And so I kind of hope the best for him, but at the same time, this could end up being epic, one of the worst contracts ever. Or, hey, if he gets hurt, he's screwed. I mean, yeah, when you take into account that second UCL tear, that really, before that happened, when he was healthy, I was like, dude, give him the moon. Passan said most of the contracts deferred because Otani asked for that to help the Dodgers stay more competitive. Yeah. Please defer my money so we can stay more competitive and just pay me for the rest of my life. He's still getting the $700 million. It's not like he's doing anything nice. You're still getting that money. I'd rather have it deferred too. Said, hey, I'll pay you, all this money right up front, or at least over the contract, or all the way through into my 50s and 60s. Oh, nice. I get paid forever. I'm going to hate seeing Otani now. I'm afraid. Otani in the blue. Yeah, smart man. Eric, 3 MVPs backed up by all-stars. Here comes the Farhan bashing. Why couldn't the Giants hire a Saudi prince to run the team? 100% keeping it real. So, yes, Otani has signed. The Dodgers, oh my goodness. And their odds went from 8-1 to 6-1 to win the World Series. 6-1 odds. I wouldn't bet on them because, like, you're not getting that much. I mean, yeah, you're going to get 6 times your money, but Dodgers haven't really, they're not exactly the best team at winning a World Series when they're favored, because they're pretty much favored every year. And have just won the COVID 2020. Now, then again, next year, who knows? Next year's going to be crazy. I'm not saying we're going to have COVID again, but we're going to have some craziness next year. So every non-Dodger fan better boo him every at bat. Dodgers cheat every year. What's up, Joe Boyd? AM Echo Sky. Plan B, we got to go for Yamamoto. We got the money. We're going for Yamamoto. And whoever else the freak we can get.
Complete joke. This Otani scenario sweepstakes, do you know when he won the MVP, he wouldn't even tell you what his dog's name was because he had his dog there when he won the American League MVP. Anybody who pays Otani $600 million needs their heads examined anyway.
Anyone who pays Otani, he said $600 million needs their head examined. Well, Dodgers aren't going to pay him $600, $700. I'm shocked. I mean, I knew it was going to be a big number, but damn. Good Lord.
He's not going to pitch next year. He's a DH. And tell me this with Otani. How many times were the Angels in a pennant race in the middle of September? They won 73 games last year. He missed the last 25 games, cleared out his locker room, did not even tell you what's going on, and left the team. So anybody who goes out there and gives him $600 million needs their freaking head examined. Let's get that going here first. And what is the big secret?
So there's Chris Russo. I would go after Chris Burns. Anyone who gets paid, going to pay him $600 million needs their head examined. The Dodgers have decided to give him a $700 million contract. Evidently, it's deferred. I haven't gotten that information. Let's see if I can get it. But this is shattering the MLB record. Topps reported deals for international athletes. Yes, there's deferred. There has to be deferred money. This may be a Bobby Bonilla situation. If y'all know Bobby Bonilla, he played back in the 80s and 90s, maybe early 2000s. He's been retired for like 20 years, and he is still getting paid from the Mets. Still getting paid. Every year he makes a million or so from the New York Mets. So I don't know how long it's deferred for. I think this is absolutely insane, and Shohei has to go out and bring them World Series championships, and no choice. And I guess Dave Roberts off the hook. Dave Roberts is off the hook because he has signed with LA after all. Yeah, Bonilla hasn't made. Giants have to come up with $500 million for Yamamoto between if the Dodgers get Yamamoto, oh my God, it's a wrap. Dodgers most likely definitely winning 105 games. And this is a team we got to compete with. I already got my tickets to Dodgers Giants Oracle Park, and it's going to be cool to see him, but I don't want to really see him in a Dodgers uniform. I wanted to see him in a Giants uniform. We need a Saudi prince now. Dodgers suck. Do it. Damn. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Who knows how healthy and durable Otani will be. Dodgers signed Prince, remember, for that ridiculous contract. Yeah, there's been disasters. The Angels themselves have had disastrous contracts. They signed Josh Hamilton after he won an MVP with Texas. Looked like he was and Josh Hamilton was just a freaking beast of a baseball player, and if he didn't have his personal problems, drug issues, the dude would have been a Hall of Famer in my opinion. But by the time he had already had his great years with Texas, his body was completely done, and so the Angels signed him, and it was a complete disastrous contract. Also, the Pujols contract wasn't exactly that great, so there's no telling. Obviously, I'd be much more optimistic if he signed with the Giants, just because I'm not going to lie, but I'd also have these same concerns. I'd have these concerns even if it was a moderate contract, but I think you got to go for it. Shohei is the superstar of the game. Last year, he hit 304, 44 home runs last season, 44. Now, I know what Russo's saying, like it didn't help the Angels win a World Series. The Angels, baseball is not a sport. Like baseball ain't basketball where you can be LeBron James in his prime. You could put LeBron James in his prime on any of the NBA team. That team probably goes to the finals. You could have thrown LeBron on the Kings and they would have went to the finals. Thrown LeBron on the Mavericks, they go to the finals. Throw him on whatever team, they go to the finals because there's only 5 guys and he can stay on the court pretty much the whole game. He can pass the ball. He has control of the ball. You don't have to take your turn. Baseball, you got to take your turn. You can't just hit whenever you want. You got to take your turn. And pitcher, you can only pitch every 4 or 5 games. So you can get a great pitcher. You can't just throw him out there every game because their arm will fall off. So it's just the nature of baseball, and that's what I like about it. One of the things I like about it is that you can't just get a guy like this and go win a World Series guaranteed. That being said, the dude hit 44 home runs last year, 412 on base, led the league, MVPs, got 2 MVPs, rookie of the year. This dude's going to be a Hall of Famer if he can play 4 more years. If he can get his 10-year minimum, he's going to the Hall of Fame. And he obviously will get his 10-year minimum, barring major injury, because he's got a 10-year contract he just signed. So this dude's going to the Hall of Fame. 1,066 OPS. He led the league in OPS, led the league in slugging, led the league in on base, led the league in OPS plus, led the league in home runs. Dude's a machine. Dude is a machine. He's going to have some big years for the Dodgers, I think. But we'll have to just wait and see. Should be 3 MVPs. Let me see those superstars. We need them. Dave, he said they were focused on bringing in a superstar. He did not promise anything. I don't think he promised. 100% Shohei just signed with the Dodgers. Georgia Freddy, it's from Shohei. Shohei on his Instagram said it. So if we're going to believe anybody, I think we can believe Shohei. But who knows, Shohei, what's your sources, buddy? We need sources on that. If the Giants have any chance, they need to draft and develop stars. Farhan hasn't been able to do that. You're right. Drafting is everything now. Drafting is everything. Always next decade. So the odds now for World Series have absolutely gone in the favor of the Los Angeles Dodgers. I genuinely, even if I was a Dodgers fan, I genuinely would not recommend betting on the Los Angeles Dodgers because you don't get as much. I always say not to promote gambling, but if you are going to bet on the World Series, you pick the team with the worst odds who you think has a legit chance. That way you get the most bang for your buck. Like I wouldn't bet on the Rockies and the A's because they have pretty much no chance. But you find a team that has a chance. Giants could be that team. Cardinals could be that team. Padres certainly 1 out of 30. Somewhere in that range. Dodgers plus 550. Absolutely crazy. Braves, another team that's just heavily favored, just below the Dodgers. Then you got the Yankees, the Astros, the Rangers to repeat 9-1 odds. Toronto next, Philadelphia, Baltimore. Who would have thought Baltimore would ever have been this high on the World Series odds list coming off a great year? But the Dodgers, again, land the big free agent. I'm getting tired of it happening, but it just, the Dodgers get their man. I mean, the Dodgers get their man. And I think Dodgers fans have to be, when you think about how many great big free agents they've had, and they pick up in trades, Mookie Betts, you think about their lineup, you think about their team, the fact they've just got that one World Series in the last, since freaking 1988, they've had one World Series going back to the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, all the Dave Roberts era, the entire, who was the manager before Dave Roberts? Was it Mattingly? The whole Mattingly era. Just promised to focus on them. He's been doing some good meditating, 100%. 100%. Brian Chua con los $10. Tenemos otro super chat. Muchísimas gracias a mi amigo Brian Chua. He says $700 million is nothing considering the media market Otani commands. Team-wise, it's a loaded lineup, but the rotation still sucks. They also need to prove it in the playoffs. I'm trying to stay humble. Well, $700 million, I have a hard time saying it's nothing when it's a record-breaking contract by $250 million. But yes, you're talking about the media market that Otani commands. So the Dodgers, the exposure and everything, that they're going to make that back and then some. They're going to sell out every game. They're going to help road teams sell out games. I'm sure every team is looking at, fans are looking at the schedule to see when the Dodgers come to town and grabbing those tickets, because you're right. Otani is you go to see Otani. Team-wise, it's a loaded lineup. Let's check out the team if we can. And pitching wise, Bobby Miller. I mean, yeah, this staff looks horrible. All due respect, very young and injury prone. Compared to the normal Dodger, there may be some injuries. Is there some injuries that? Can I look at the 40-man here? I feel like that rotation doesn't look like a Dodgers. Those got good young names. Don't get me twisted. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that Giants are doing any better. Oh yeah, Dustin May. You got some guys. Whatever happened, I guess he's hurt. Tony Gonsolin. So you got some guys missing from here from injuries. Walker Buehler, of course, was hurt last year. He tried to come back, did a little rehab, but never made it back to the big leagues. Bobby Miller's awesome. Young guy. Emmett Sheehan, young guy. Ryan Pepio. All these dudes are AAA, borderline guys coming up. Ryan Yarbrough is more of an older guy, but damn. Yeah. Then you got the bullpen. You still got Phillips. You got Gratterall. Gratterall's awesome. Caleb Ferguson, Alex Vesia, Gus Varlin, young guy, picked up. Michael Grove. And then your offense, of course, stacked up with Will Smith, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, Max Muncy, Miguel Rojas, Chris Taylor, James Outman, Mookie Betts, and DH. Obviously, we can forget about Will Smith. DH is going to be Will Smith will be there. He's going to be there, your catcher. And Shohei Otani will be your DH. Stacked lineup for sure. Lots of talent. And you have other pitchers on the way coming up through the minors. So definitely have some potential. It's just a very young rotation, which is not a bad thing, Shohei. Dodger Dogs are just disgusting. Dodger Dogs disgusting. Brian Chua says, really, he won't be ready to start the year. Must have had some kind of a setback. Because he was pitching in AAA. Did a little rehab assignment. I can see Dodgers trading a lot for Burns or Cease. Dylan Cease, I heard rumors about that. Otani was a two-way player. He's a one-tool player now. No guarantee he will ever pitch effectively again. True that. Giants can't sign stars because they look mediocre as hell. In 5 years, Farhan hasn't made this team appealing. Let's be honest, even the Blue Jays are more appealing. Oh, yeah, they are. What do we have? 1999. Obtain to do yours. We need something stronger than Cafecito. Cafecito's not doing the trick anymore. But I was just, that's amazing. 2 super chats back to back. Incredible support here. It's absolutely amazing. I got no words. We're doing big things right here. But it's a wrap. Otani to the Dodgers. Oh, my goodness. So Jeff responded to me. I think it's bad for the sport of baseball. A loved player going to a hated franchise. I didn't know. Are the Dodgers a hated franchise? Like, I mean, obviously to me they are, to Giants fans, but I don't know what's the typical feeling for the Dodgers across baseball fandom. Like, are they hated like by other teams, other fans of other teams? I thought just Giants fans hated them. Ruins legacy of him. Is this true? Not to mention it's the least competitively balanced league in American sports. I didn't realize that everyone else hated the Dodgers too. Are they a hated team? I know the Yankees kind of were when they were winning every single year. There's Clarence. Dodgers have been the most hated team on being consistently good, but they never win a World Series. Fans are starting to get sick of them. We got another super chat. Thomas B. Otani doesn't put the Dodgers in the World Series. It's going to be interesting to see. And now with the expanded playoffs, it's even tougher. Dodgers can barely get out of the first round. Dodgers can't even get out of the first round. A $7 million for a one-tool player. Yeah, I mean, what's the 5 tools? The 5 tools for a position player are hitting for average. I guess he does that, 304 average. So he can hit for average and he can hit for power. So I think he has those 2 tools going for him. Speed. He used to have pretty damn good speed. Actually, he stole 20 bases this year, so I'll give him speed as well. He's obviously got a good arm, but he's not going to be using it because he's a DH, so we won't count that. And what's the other tool? What am I missing? Hitting for average. Oh, defense. Defense, he ain't going to be using that tool either because he's going to be DHing. So, yeah, basically a 3-tool player right now. But, and I think he's been a better hitter than pitcher. I mean, he was solid this year. 10-5, 3.14 ERA in 23 starts. Struck out 167. Don't get more than solid. Better than solid. The dude was lights out. He's a great pitcher. Not quite Cy Young level talent, but amazing stuff. So how he recovers as a pitcher is going to say a lot about it too. Jason Corona, 1999. Thank you again. Thomas B for the super chat. Do appreciate that. Giants are a chemistry team. He's a hitter now, not a pitcher. Yeah. One tool as far as that goes. Oh, yeah, you're saying he only does one thing good now. Exactly. Correct. Yeah, you're right about that. Sell the team to an owner who actually cares about the team. They don't care if they consistently struggle. They only care about making money. But yeah, Dodgers are the Dodgers, man. Dodgers going to Dodger. And if we think about their year-by-year performance, I mean, I'm wondering if I can find a quick way to look that up, but going back to, say, 2010, that's when the Giants won that first World Series. The Dodgers have been like, it was supposed to be great almost every year. They constantly win the division. And 2010, they weren't that great, but around that time, that's when around the 2010s, that decade, that's when they started winning over 100 games almost every year, favored to win it all almost every year, and they just fall short every year. That's why they fired Mattingly after 5 years. They fired Mattingly in 2015. Mattingly's pays for teams' failure to win a championship despite 5 straight division titles. This is an old article, more than 8 years old. They fired Don Mattingly, brought in Dave Roberts, right? And here we are all this time later, and they have won COVID championship. You have to consider that based on their championships, based on their wins, based on the free agents they sign and the trades that they sign and the stacked roster they bring year after year, and the fact they spend 1 million times more money than anyone else pretty much. I mean, that's got to be a disappointment. That's got to be a failure. So we'll see if this makes the difference. M. Deering and Giants need to sign Bauer. Oh, you want Bauer? Deering wants Bauer. I don't mind if a team. I think Bauer. Some teams should give him a chance, but I prefer. I go ahead and pass on Trevor Bauer, but that's just me. William Jones, what's up, Eric? You are the best in my lifetime. I want Blake Snell to the Chicago Cubs. We got Joe Boyd. Logan. Farhan needs to go. Obvious move, though. Farhan ain't going nowhere, apparently. What's cooking, Eric? But I said that about Gabe, and he got fired. What's up, Coach Cooking, Eric? Big news. We're going to see Otani somewhere or another, just not how we had envisioned, not how we had hoped. Remix channel. Giants are a chemistry team. They want them to play for each other. What's up, City Boys? 415. Difference between Otani and Durant. Durant won a championship. Otani won't. Talking about KD? My good friend KD. I've been wanting Bauer for years. Catch up, Eric. Did I say anything about the accusations? I didn't say anything about that. Just because I don't want a certain player, that doesn't have anything to do with their legal. I guess you didn't watch my video, Kazi Code. You missed the video. I made a whole video on that when that came out. So I'm completely aware of that. Has nothing to do with that, though. I didn't want Bauer before all of that. I didn't want Bauer before when he was a free agent. He signed with the Dodgers. I wasn't big on Bauer. So it really has nothing to do with that. Eric, give me 2 players you want right now for the Giants. Babe Ruth. Let's see. Let's get to the free agent tracker right now and see who's there. Why wouldn't I want him? First of all, if you look at his numbers, other than his Cy Young year was a shortened season, 60-game shortened season. Other than that, a lot of his years, he doesn't have the best numbers. He doesn't just dominate. And he also does bring, aside from this deal, he's an attention seeker. He likes attention. He likes, to me, every spring training, he does something weird to bring attention on himself. Always stories are falling. He's just distracting. He just likes to be the center of attention, in my opinion. I've always thought that about him. And I just want a team guy who's going to go out there and pitch. I want a Logan Webb. I want I always said Ty Cobb. I'll take Ty Cobb too. I want an Alex Cobb going to go out there and just do their job quietly. I don't mind, can have social media and all that, but I just always thought that he was an attention hound, and I just didn't feel like he was a good fit. Simple as that. And like I said, if he was winning Cy Youngs every year, I'd take him. He doesn't. So that's my opinion. I don't think he's necessarily a terrible person like some people think, but don't think he's a good fit. Simple as that. Oh, I mean, if they want to pay, if he wants a moderate contract, I'm not saying I'd be mad about it. If you want to pay him a smaller, I don't know, $4 or $5 million contract or something for a 1-year deal, it's not, it's not going to kill us. I wouldn't be mad about it. I'm not saying I'd be mad about it. It's just not on my top free agent list. I wouldn't be mad about it. We need help for sure. You want to pay him a small amount and give him a chance. You can always release him. You always cut him. You can always trade him. You can always do something if it's not working out. But if you're going to give him big money, then you got a problem if it doesn't work out. So here's the free agent tracker. Lots going on here. We need to see who's available, not who's already signed. But these are people who've already signed. David Fletcher. Tyler O'Neill got traded. I heard that. Tyler O'Neill got traded from the Cardinals to the Red Sox for Nick Robertson and a minor league pitcher named Victor Santos. So interesting stuff there. Eduardo Rodriguez talked about 4-year deal with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Willie Calhoun, he was with the Giants organization, former Dodger, former Ranger, signed a minor league deal with the Angels. Willie Calhoun with the Angels. But it's a done deal, man. It's a done deal. Ty Cobb would be nice. Who wants a pitcher who's willing to play for an undermarket deal? The Giants are much more fun to watch when they're boring. Eric, you see that Rogi Sasaki wants to be posted, but his team in Japan won't get any significant money back. He's a good player. There's a lot of freaking huge talent over there. What's up? Antagonistic. Giants need a great DH. I sense Chapman coming. Chapman could be. Oh yeah, I guess we haven't even talked about like the physical still and all that. Right? It's not a done deal, right? I mean, it is a done deal, but it's not a done deal because the deal is pending a physical, right? Or maybe they've already done all that. It's not falling through, man. I would be shocked. I would be shocked if it falls through. I would be freaking shocked if it falls through. But ladies and gents, we're going to look at some of the top free agents. Oh, I hit the wrong button right there. Top free. I think Shohei is fine. Giants need to fire the entire front office. So what do we have here? We have some free agents available. I'll take anyone. I'm not at this point. We have beggars can't be choosers at this point. Yamamoto is the top dude. Yamamoto is my number one. Blake Snell, I'll take Blake Snell. Cody Bellinger, I said I'm not too high on Cody Bellinger just because he's so up and down. Nothing against him. But I just have a feeling he might have a down year. Remember, he was like minor league, almost minor league contract status for a while there. But ended up going to the Cubs. He had a really nice year. Aaron Nola obviously re-signed with the Phillies. Josh Hader still out there? I'll take, I know we already have a solid closer. We need some bullpen help. Sonny Gray, Joey Montgomery, JD Martinez. That's a DH. JD Martinez still out there? JD Martinez still out there, right? Yeah, JD Martinez is still out there for a one-year deal. Matt Chapman, 100%. Jorge Soler, big power there. Eduardo Rodriguez has signed. Young-Hoo Lee, I know the Giants are high on him. I mean, I'm not going to say it. There's not one target other than maybe Yamamoto that I'm looking at. Like, I'll take anyone. Just let's get some people. Let's freaking get some people up in here. Holy Moses. I'm tired of the Dodgers getting everybody. Every time I turn around, the Dodgers are getting Mookie Betts. Dodgers are getting the top free agents available, whether it's Shohei Otani, whether it's Mookie Betts, whether it's Freddie Freeman, whether it's anybody. Name the best player. Dodgers get them. The freaking even years are over. That magic is over. We're not drafting that well anymore. We don't have Buster Posey, Tim Lincecum, Madison Bumgarner, and all that in their prime. We got to sign people. We got to freaking sign people because the front office is trying to be cheap and act like we're the Oakland A's. They watch Moneyball one too many times. They watched that movie one too many freaking times. So if you can't draft, you got to sign. Logan says we can't sign when you must draft and develop. Well, we're not drafting and developing. We're not drafting and developing. Our best free agent signing in the last 10 years is Wilmer Flores. If you can't do either, then you're screwed. Rant over. Rant over. Right when this happened, I was about to get something to eat, and this happened. Like, I was just about to get a bite to eat, and this happened. And so I'm not going to go too much longer because I don't have the energy. But let's hope the best. I mean, these guys, Bryce Eldridge, we need to put him on the fast train. I'll be a high school kid. I don't care. I'm not saying rush him. I'm not saying rush him. But let's move him along. Okay. Did we get some Joe Whitman? We need to move along. These college arms, we need to move them through. Cole Foster, okay. Maui Ahuna, okay, move them on through. Quinn McDaniel, move them on through. Let's go. We're gonna have lots of prospect videos next year. I'm gonna be going and checking these guys out, but it is what it is. What about 2022? Sell the team. Art, we sucked second year. Sell the team. Saudi Prince, 97. Morosi didn't post anything on Otani. Seems like his reputation is forever ruined. Yikes. Yeah, what was that? I was on top of that one yesterday when Morosi tweeted out that Otani was on a flight to Toronto. I was on top of that. As soon as that dropped, I was right there with it. 2022, okay, Reggie Crawford, injury history. Carson Weisenhunt. These dudes better work out, man. Wade Meckler's already made his big league debut, so shout out for that pick. Holy cow, Wade Meckler. We're just getting, like, why, when we've already had several years of injury-prone dudes who can't even play, you know, not Patrick Bailey, but Hunter Bishop, the pitcher from, you guys know what I'm talking about? I forgot his name now. We signed Logan, you know, the starting pitcher who can't even get past single A. All those bad draft picks, and then we signed Reggie Crawford, who just had Tommy John, and he's had injury issues. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand who we're drafting, man. I wanted Jordan. Every time I want someone, that guy ends up being legit. Yeah, Will Bednar. Will Bednar can't stay healthy. Otani in blue, ladies and gents. We're about to rock on out. Apparently the flight thing came from Reddit. Morosi trusted Reddit? Are you freaking kidding me? Morosi trusted Reddit? I don't trust Reddit for crap. I know back in 22, I wanted Drew Gilbert. I wanted Jordan Beck. I'm not sure how he's doing. There were guys that I wanted, and the Giants didn't draft them, and they always end up doing really good. The guys that I wanted end up doing really good. I wanted Jordan Beck. Was a player. I wanted him in 2022. He just hit 20 bombs this year at the 292 average in high A, and is looking really good. Ended up hitting 25 home runs in this season. Anyway, doesn't really matter. They don't get who I want anymore. Yeah. Yeah, Morosi wanted to be first. I'm going to bounce out here, guys. So the update, this is it. This is my Otani signs with the Dodgers video. I might make a standalone video a little bit later today, but it'll pretty much just be a recap of this stream. So check that one out. If you see it pop up, I might go ahead and throw up one, a standalone video. But that aside, Shohei Otani is a Dodger. Yeah, they were following that plane. They were freaking out over the plane. I told you, people will find anything they can attach to. I told you that video sounded, that tweet where it's like, he may or may not be on a plane to Toronto. It sounded like bullshit. Like, of course he may or may not be on a plane to Toronto. Yeah, I'll see if I can do a Clarence video a little bit later today. But it is what it is, guys. Otani is a Los Angeles Dodger, pending a physical maybe, but they haven't been saying that. John Morosi didn't even. I wouldn't say nothing if I was John Morosi either. John Morosi didn't even bother tweeting it out. He just said, today I posted reporting that included inaccurate information that Shohei Otani was traveling to Toronto. I regret the mistake and apologize to baseball fans everywhere. I'm deeply sorry for letting you down. Why? I appreciate the apology and owning up to the mistake, but why did you tweet out bullshit? Don't tweet out unless it's confirmed. You're John Morosi, dude. You got 483,000 followers. You work for MLB Network. What the hell is wrong with you? This thing to be first is just crazy. Oh, well. It is what it is. And that's all it is. What about JP Hoonstra? Did he apologize? Did he apologize? No, his tweet is still up. How weird. I find that odd. Nobody's giving him a hard time. That's so weird. Nobody's giving him a hard time. I guess because he's a Dodgers reporter, so nobody cares. They got their man, so that's just crazy. Thank you guys so much. Keith, Dodgers are going to own the West for the next decade. Yeah, they might own the West, but will they own MLB? Will they win World Series? Okay, will they win World Series? That's the question. That will be forever tied to Morosi. Can't cheer for him anymore. He's a Dodger. Can't really, unless it's one of those games where like you have to root for the Dodgers to win, which some Giants fans will literally not root for the Dodgers to win, even if we need the Dodgers to win for playoff implications for the Giants. Sorry, that's stupid. That's too far. Let's say the Giants are competing with the Diamondbacks for the West, and it's the last game of the year, and if the Dodgers are playing the D-backs, and if the D-backs win, the Giants get eliminated, but if the Dodgers win, the Giants clinch. Are you going to seriously root for the D-backs? I'm just curious. How many of y'all will root for the D-backs, and how many would root for the Dodgers in that scenario? I'm sorry, you root for the Dodgers. I don't care. You got to, you want Giants first. Giants first. You don't necessarily root for the Dodgers to win. You root for the Diamondbacks to lose in such a scenario. Anyway. Antagonistic, yeah. You root for what's best for the Giants. Dave says never root for the Dodgers. So you literally would root for the Diamondbacks to win and the Giants to get eliminated from the playoffs. That's what you would root for. Oh my God. Anyway, Dave, you're the man, and I appreciate everyone else here. Thank you guys for your support. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Let's keep our composure. Keep our composure.
Come on, all right, everybody. That's what I'm talking about, guys. We've made a great effort so far. Let's just keep it up.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. It's not just keep our composure. You blew